So how do you approach topics like this with your children? KSNT News reporter James Ryan takes a look at what experts say you should think about before talking to your kids.
Hey, everybody, let's go.
Julie Hofstedler has trained her daycare kids to know that her whistle means stop what you're doing.
I constantly tell them, wherever I'm at, you need to be there.
But Julie's whistle can't protect these kids from learning about tragedies, like yesterday's school shooting in Florida.
It just gets scarier and scarier, and you have to try harder to protect them.
With 6 children and 9 grandchildren, Julie could be considered a parenting pro. But she says talking to her kids about school shootings was not something she worried about the first time around.
You want them to be aware that there's bad things that go on around them, but at the same time, you don't want it to hinder them and have them be afraid everywhere they go.
Julie says she shields her grandkids from what's going on in the world.
If you do decide you want to talk with your kids, the Mayo Clinic suggests choosing a time when you know they're going to be willing to listen, like before dinner, rather than when they're playing at the park.
The Mayo Clinic reminds parents that if you don't talk to your kids about national tragedies, they may hear about it from someone else.
Aim, sleep, life!
While she tries to protect them, Allison Edgar says her kids will pick things up at school.
My 4-year-old just doesn't understand as much as like my 8-year-old does. But with my 8-year-old, we tell her the truth, but we don't go into like the gory details.
The Mayo Clinic says that's the way to go. Keep the conversation basic. They also suggest letting the child guide the conversation by finding out what questions they have first.
We just try to protect their innocence as long as possible and know that they're as safe as we can keep them.
Even if the world sometimes isn't. In Topeka, James Ryan, KSNT News.